Athletes, welcome back to another great day of fitness. We've got Philip and Ray with us today. We've got X jumps with no jumps. We've got line hops. We got lower body work for you. So get ready and let's go. Athletes, your warm-up is starting in 10 seconds. So clear out that space and get ready to move. We are gonna be beginning with our heel toe rocks. In 3, 2, 1. So you guys are gonna go up onto your toes and back onto your heels, and we're gonna rock back and forth, trying to get that body weight towards that part of our foot that we're moving to. We're warming up our ankles, we're warming up our calves. We are getting ready to do some fitness today, and we always wanna make sure that we take care of our body beforehand because it's about to take care of us. I'm gonna have athletes go through 2 more reps here, and then what we're gonna do is that we are gonna go onto one foot. Now, if you need to hang on to a chair or anything like that, you can, but we're gonna take one foot out in front of us and start to do ankle circles in one direction. You guys pick which way you wanna go because we are gonna go the opposite direction now. After we do 3 to 4 reps here, we're gonna go ahead and switch sides, and we're gonna go into those circles again. So you pick the direction that you wanna go. Make sure we're getting full range of motion in that ankle, so big circles and opposite direction. And then after we get done with that, we are gonna be going into tempo air squats. So both feet on the floor. Philip's gonna be on a chair, Ray's gonna be freestanding. We're gonna go down for 3 seconds and then stand. So we are 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. I'll let you guys keep the tempo here, so keep working through these reps. A couple key points on these squats: we wanna make sure that our chest is staying up and our knees are staying out. If you don't know what that means, if you take a look at when Ray is squatting, her knees are staying in line with where her toes are pointing. So your feet will be slightly turned out and those knees are going in the same direction. If they start dipping in on you, that is no-go. We wanna make sure that we stay in a nice, safe position so that we can do this workout safely and efficiently. After this rep, we are gonna be switching into our RDLs. So we're gonna take our hands, put them on our legs, just like this. We're gonna start to push our hips back, and we are gonna go down as far as we can until we start to feel that lower back round out, and then we will stand. I want athletes to go through 5 to 6 reps here. The purpose of this is that we're warming up our posterior chain with glutes, hamstrings, and our low back for when we're getting into those X jumps and we have to go down towards the floor. You're gonna feel as you do rep upon rep, you can get a little bit further on each rep, so push yourself here, but make sure we're staying in a good position. Lastly, we are gonna get a little bit ballistic here, so that means jumping. So I'm gonna have Ray start out with her line hops, so she can go ahead and start going back and forth, practicing those. Philip is going into a step jack, so we're gonna get side to side here, making sure that we understand the points of performance with this movement. We've got a line set up, or we've got our step jack area set up so that we are ready to go for this workout. We are going to rest in 3, 2, 1. That is it for your warm-up. It is time to go give the dog some water, turn your cell phone on silent, get yourself ready because your workout is up next. Our workout is starting in 10 seconds, so let's get ready, athletes, to get some fitness in this morning, afternoon, or night, whenever it is. We are going in 3, 2, 1, go! We have 15 minutes on the clock. We are going with Philip on step jacks. He's got 40 reps here. We've got Ray going through 40 line hops. Now remember, you guys have 15 minutes of this. So the pace that we establish in this first round is something that we need to be able to maintain throughout the entirety of this workout. I do not want you trying to win the first round and then having to take that break like the hare did in The Tortoise and the Hare. So I'm not wanting you to be the tortoise, I'm not wanting you to be the hare, but I want an animal somewhere in between those two. So nice and steady throughout this 15 minutes. After Ray finished up her line hop, she's going into air squats. With these air squats, she's keeping her eyes on the horizon, so straight ahead. She's keeping her chest up, and then you can see that she's putting some hand movement in there. You do what you feel comfortable with. If you feel comfortable keeping your hands across your body, you can, by your ears, to make it a little bit more challenging and keep your chest up. Whatever you like, as long as we are hitting the points of performance of chest up in the bottom and keeping those knees out when we squat. We've got Philip finishing up his step jacks. After these step jacks, he's gonna be going to his squat 2 chairs. We've got a chair set up, and Philip is doing what he's supposed to and making sure that chair didn't move on him. He's gonna go down, squat to the chair, and stand up. When we're doing our squat to chairs, we wanna make sure we are not putting all of our body weight on the chair. It's a target that we go down to, and then we stand right back up as soon as we make contact. Make sure that the chair is stable enough and pushed against something if you've got a floor that's slick and that chair could slide on you so it doesn't slide out from underneath you. But we go down to the chair. As soon as we make contact, we come right back up. Philip's got the same points of performance with chest up, knees out, and he's got those jazz hands going. So do whatever you want to with your hands as long as it makes you feel like you can keep that momentum going with the squats. We've got Ray going on to her X jumps with no jump. So this is a dumbbell snatch with no dumbbell. We're going down, this is why we did our RDLs in the warm-up. We're going down and touching the floor in between our feet, and then we're coming up and then cheering that team on with 2 hands up in the air. Sounds are optional there. I can't promise I can give you extra points on your score, but you'll hear Philip and Ray throw some sounds in there at some point. So we've got Ray going back into her line hops. If you need to modify this, we can go to jumps with no rebound. So if you got any knee issues or ankle issues that you need to take it a little easier, this is the way that we can modify this. And we can modify this further by doing step overs. So if we do the step overs, Ray is in the position like Philip was gonna tackle her, and she's not gonna move. So we stay in this active position while we go into these step overs, and then we make sure that both feet make it over the line, and then we step back over. This is your non-ballistic option for this movement. So if you got anything going on and it's painful to do the jumps, don't tell yourself you're gonna work through it today. I want you to move, but I want you to do so safely. So pick the level that works so that after this workout, you're still gonna feel good. We got Philip going back into his step jacks. I'm gonna encourage Philip to speed up just a tiny bit because I've seen him fly on these. So on our step jacks, as long as we are making sure we are getting the points of performance of stepping out with that foot and stepping out with the other foot, then that is gonna be good reps so we can speed it up just a little bit. If you start thinking about too much what you're doing with your arms, everything will start to fall apart. So just go with what feels right on this. We have hands up overhead when we step out, they're back down when we step together, and back up. If you haven't done these before and you're doing line hops, I challenge you to do 1 round of these because they are very difficult when you go fast. We've got Ray on her air squats again, and I know that Ray can speed these up a little bit as well. So this is her first time, so if you're at home, cheer her on just a little bit. We're going into our X jumps with no jump again with Ray. We've got Philip finishing up these step jacks, and again, our time, we're hitting the 4-minute mark. So we are not even a third of the way through this workout. So we are gonna have fun with this. I want you to settle in and make sure you are maintaining a pace that feels like you're pushing the effort, but we can maintain that all the way through. When we hit the 5-minute mark, I'm gonna have you increase your intensity a little bit. When we hit the 10-minute mark, I'm gonna have you increase just a little bit more. We never get to a place in this workout where we feel like we're gonna have to slow down, but this is where we're in Vegas. I want you to gamble with your intensity and put a little bit more into the pot on the table. If you're not familiar with poker terms, that is where you put your bets. And I wanna see you guys push this pace as we go through this workout. So by the time we hit the 14-minute mark, we are at our highest intensity, and we are gonna maintain that through that last minute. Ray is back into our line hops. I'm gonna give her a no rep on those last 2 because she was on the line. There we go. So even if you're at home working out by yourself, I can see those reps, and I wanna make sure that you guys are giving me good reps all the way through, because if it's just you, you still have to stay accountable. We've got Philip going into these squats to chairs right into his X jumps with no jump. When we're going through, Philip, what's the noise that we make on our X jumps? That one is good. I'll take that. We've got Ray back into her air squats here. And with these air squats, if you get to a point where regular air squats are getting too difficult and you need to grab a chair, sub in, you are welcome to. But our most important piece here is that we want to do our best to get below parallel on this. Stopping above parallel can be a little bit harder on the knees. So whatever target that you need, if it needs to be a stack of plates or even a wall ball because you have difficulty finding below parallel, we can throw that there so that you have a tactile cue so that you can squat to. Both athletes are working strong. We are at the 5:45 mark. So if you have not increased your intensity yet, I want you to step on that gas pedal just a tiny bit, not much, but we are increasing that intensity for this next 4-minute period until we get to 10. We've got Philip back into step jacks. We got Ray back on her X jumps with no jump. On your X jumps, a big thing here is to make sure that you're doing your points of performance like Ray is, of keeping your chest up in the bottom. If we just bend over and touch that floor and we place everything on the low back, you're gonna start to feel that very soon, if not already. So make sure that we are loading that posterior chain by pushing our hips back and keeping our chest up. Now, if you are doing our modified version on this and you need to raise the surface of what you're touching, you can take a dumbbell, place it on the floor in between your feet, and you can go down to that movement. I'm gonna give Philip a dumbbell that he can use for this on his next set of X jumps. He's not gonna use it for long because he doesn't like doing this. But we've got our dumbbell set up. So after we get done with these step jacks, he's back onto his squats, and then we are gonna use that dumbbell to go down to our elevated X jumps with no jump. We got Ray going into her air squats. Ray, what round are you on? Number 5. I think it's number 4. We got 4, 5, 6? I'm not sure. Wherever you guys are at though, keep track of these reps because we do want to see you logging these scores whenever you get the chance. Philip is back on to these air squats. We got some Huey Lewis going on right now, and this is Philip's favorite. So if he picks up the pace, that is why. We've got Ray still in her air squats, and we've got a little air squat battle right now. So we are going through making sure that we're keeping points of performance on both of these. I think Philip has got a pace that's slightly faster than Ray's, and she's competitive enough that she's not gonna let that stand for long. We got both athletes finishing up these squats, and then we have our X jump, no jump. And if you've never seen an X jump, no jump battle, it's about to happen. We've got Ray going and Philip stepping up to his dumbbell. Perfect. And what I'm gonna have Philip do is I'm gonna have him step forward just a little bit more because I want that dumbbell more in between his feet. I don't want you guys reaching out in front of you touching an object because when we do that, that starts to load everything on your low back again. So we were thinking of touching in between our feet rather than in front. We've got both athletes making sure that they're reaching nice and high towards the ceiling at the top. So I know that your arms are starting to get fatigued right now, but I need you to reach, reach, reach. You need to reach for the moon because even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to motivate you guys. You guys are doing great at home. Keep it up. We're moving back into our line hops here. I'm gonna make Ray go no rebound right now. And then we're gonna do a little Simon Says on these reps, switching back and forth. If you guys wanna challenge yourself, you can follow along with what I'm having Ray do because she's doing step overs now. And then she's going into her jumps. And then no rebounds. Oh, she's done, okay. Next time, next time. Philip is back into these step jacks, and I'm telling you, step jacks are no joke. When we're going through, make sure that you guys are getting that complete step out and you're shifting your body weight to that outside foot. If you get into this and you're doing a workout or you're doing this workout with somebody else in the room, it's easy to cheat these reps by only stepping that foot out like this. I need you to shift your body weight out to the side. It is a valid rep when my body weight moves in between my feet like this. We've had a couple step jack races here, and we have had to establish a very clear guideline of what a good rep is and what it's not. So if you're working out with somebody who's been doing these right here and it's more of like tap dancing than it is a step jack, call them on it because they can't do that anymore. We are at the 950 mark. So we are moving through this. We are 2/3 of the way through this 15-minute workout. The great news is you only have 5 minutes left. The bad news is that we are increasing our intensity just a little bit. Now, if you can't increase your intensity because you're like, I'm going as hard as I can, maintain there for me. You are doing a great job. If you can start to push the pace a little bit more, we're gonna do that. And we have 5 minutes left in this workout, so I'm gonna push you guys every minute here. I want you to go a little bit faster on each of these minutes, but just like a rocket ship, you can speed up, but you can't slow down, all right? So we got both athletes. Philip on his squats. We've got Ray on her X jumps with no jump. They're moving at a great clip right now. We are at the 10:30 mark. I'm gonna ask them to speed up in just a moment. In just a moment. We've got Ray moving back to her X jumps with no rebound. Or sorry, her line hops with no rebound. No rebound. Athleticism right there. Then we're gonna move into our step overs. And I'm gonna have her increase the pace on these step overs. So I'm gonna challenge her by going fast here because you can even make step overs challenging. We're gonna go into our jumps now. So jump over that line, wonderful. You see how Ray straightens up and she goes back into that open position when she does her jumps. So make sure that if you guys are switching back and forth for the variety of that, you are switching your positioning as well. We got Philip. No dumbbell. We're going back down to the floor on these X jumps, no jump. We're at the 11:20 mark. If you did not increase that intensity, move it up just a little bit. We got Ray squatting a little bit faster. We've got Philip X jumping with no jumping a little faster. And we are at the 3.5 minute mark. We are getting very close to the end of this. Now, I know you guys are tired. I'm worn out. I want you to keep maintaining this pace. We're gonna keep trying to go up that hill here. So we are trying to get as much fitness in the remaining time that we have. So Philip's shaking out his hands for these step jacks that we've got. And we are going on to the 12-minute mark. So you got 3 minutes left. So if you can increase the pace just a little bit more, this is where I want it. Give me a little bit, not a lot. All right, we're just gonna keep moving here. I've got Ray, she's moving faster on these X jumps. We got Philip pressing on the gas with these step jacks. We are moving through this workout and we are almost 15. You guys have listened to me for 12.5 minutes so far. It doesn't feel like it. It feels like we just started. Let's keep going here. We are almost done with this workout. We've got 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes. This is the point that you really have to dig in, because I know all you want to do is you want to turn this off. You want to go lay down on the couch. You want to relax. We are almost there. So keep pushing. Think about why you were doing this workout today. Why'd you show up? Is it for somebody else? Is it for yourself? Whatever it is, focus on that goal. Focus on that reason right now to get you through the remaining 2 minutes of this workout. We are hitting the 13-minute mark in 3, 2, 1. You're pressing on the gas. You just got a straightaway on the road. So we're speeding up a little bit more here. Philip's adjusting the chair for the intensity of these squats to chairs that we're about to do. We've got Ray going into her squats as well. Another squat battle. This was not planned. This is entirely happenstance. This has happened. Keep going, guys. We are doing great. We've got 1:45 left in this workout. I want you guys to maintain this pace. We've pushed the pace now. We've got our final minute coming up in about 30 seconds, and this is where we're gonna go all the way on that gas, maintaining good form, but we are gonna push the pace because we don't have anything after this. We get to rest. We can grab some water, we can grab some snacks, we can enjoy the rest of our day, but we've got 15 seconds. Get yourself mentally prepared because this is gonna be the most intense session of line hops, step jacks, or your X jumps, no jumps, or your squats coming up in 5, 3, 2, 1, go. And this is it. This is where I need your pace increased. I need you guys to push, push, push here. Don't cheat the range of motion. We're all the way down to the floor on these X jumps, no jump, all the way up to the ceiling. We're going through. Philip's gonna give me a noise in a minute. Let me hear it, Philip. That's it. That is it. Let's go, guys. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. I love the pace I see here. I love the pace I see there at home. I need you guys to keep moving. We got 40 seconds left on this workout. You have done 14 minutes and 20 seconds of work. Do not slow down now. We got Ray burning up the floor on these line hops. We got Philip that is about to move into the fastest step jacks you've ever seen in your life. We got 20 seconds left. We are moving, moving, moving. Let's go, Philip. Give me some speed, baby. That's it. Wonderful. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. Get those final reps in. Keep pushing. We've got 8. We've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. That is it. Wonderful job, athletes. Philip, great job. Ray, great job. So proud of you guys for showing up today. Your cool down is coming up next, so make sure you don't skip that. Hey guys, once again, fantastic job today. We got a great workout session here. We know you guys did it at home, and we are so thankful that you showed up once again to join us. Now, if you like today's workout and you are not a part of the Mayhem Athlete community, why not? You're gonna find a multitude of workouts just like this and variations of things unlike this that you can do anywhere, any place that you can work out. Whether your goals are CrossFit, functional fitness, bodybuilding, or just to get in better shape for life, we've got something for you. Whether your goals are being a better version of yourself or taking the competition floor, join the Mayhem Athlete community today and find the motivation from others that are like-minded and will push you to pursue your goals. Now, this is the most important part of the day. I say this every single time, but your cool down is coming up, and I know you're not gonna skip that because you told me last time you weren't gonna skip it, and you did, but this time we're not going to. So we've got our mobility cool down listed somewhere here, so check it out. Make sure you take care of your body because it took care of you, and as always, be a good person, be kind, and join us again for another great day of fitness.